Hello, and thanks for joining us. As we continue our back to school week, one thing comes to mind: truancy, or slang for ditching school. Well, seriously, it's truancy. How many people are how many people are ditching school? A ton of kids. You know why? Tons of reasons. They don't want to go to school. They don't want to go to class. They miss hanging out with their friends. They want to go home and play Xbox or PlayStation. That's why. Why do these kids ditch school? Because they don't want to go to class or go to school. Excuse me. But if you ditch school, then you're going to be arrested. You know why people ditch school? I already told you, but still, there's not much to talk about. There's like PSAs on YouTube that explain this. In fact, this happened in my school. I heard about this. There was like one kid in my school who asked to go to the bathroom, and then he went out the building, went to go get food. I mean, seriously, if you're gonna go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom instead of like I don't know why these people decide to say I'm gonna go get some food, and then I'm gonna go to the bathroom. All of a sudden, this is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. If you miss school, you're gonna be under arrest for truancy. That's why there's not much talk about it except for the PSA saying no ditching school. Even parents don't know it. Until they get a phone call from the principal's office saying that your son got caught skipping school because he wants to go play Xbox or something. And so that was like a short topic, but I wanted to get into this for this second week of back to school. We still got a long list to go. Now, back in May, we focused on PDA, which was, for those of you that don't know, public display of affection. What does that mean? Well, that includes holding, fondling, kissing, cuddling, etc. It means intimate touching, hand holding, fondling, cuddling, kissing, etc. There are schools that ban PDA out there. It's public display of affection. Like in my school, the 500 hall bans PDA. All I want to do is just kiss and hug, but that's against the rules. And if that were to happen again, you get caught in trouble. But there are security cameras out there that shows. It's still two of the topics are short because I wanted to get into this. I talked about this back in May. But here we are. Now, we also focused on running the halls, because there's still not much to talk about, but if y'all want to hear, then click on the annotation to the right. There are 8 reasons. If you get hurt, the school's not tracked, the hallmark will hunt you down, get to school on time, you won't have to. You could knock someone over and get kicked. You could over accelerate completely past your class and be late. You could run you, you can run really stupid and everyone will make fun of you, you won't have attention. A hallway is not as dangerous. Like, it's dangerous. You like crowds, travel in packs, like Legos, and then all of a sudden you're practicing for track going, and bam, you're running into someone. I think the main reason why I told you this, the main reason why people run in the halls is because they're late to class. So don't touch that dial, because next, we're going to talk about tardiness. People, the main reason why people are tardy. Going back to school week is next. So today we're continuing our back to school week with all the topics that have been discussed from recent videos and new topics that we haven't talked about. And our next topic is about tardy, or tardiness. So let's talk about tardiness. You're like 5 minutes late to school because you're hanging out with your friend. All of a sudden, you're absent. You're absent because you're tardy. I can assure you, I've never been tardy before. But those that are tardy, they just hang out with their friends. They go to the bathroom like whenever they want to. They skip class. They never even show up on the attendance. Now, last Friday, this came to my mind during break. Parents complained about the new tardy policy requiring Stainsbury High students to pay a fine. Like, listen, they created a new policy requiring students to pay a fine if they're chronologically late. The first offense is a warning. They caught the second time, they have to pay $3. And that fee goes up to $5. And then the principal implemented this. Implemented on Tuesday, and this week we've had up just warnings. No fines so far. And why are they doing this? Destin said, this is what they said in that quote. I think the school board has implemented this as part of the way to generate income. Making money grab the thing. If they did that at my school, give me a break. And this is what they said. Our goal is not to get the money. it would be great if I didn't get any money. We just want kids in class. That's the main reason why people are late, because they want to hang out with their friends, they're doing this and that, blah, 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 so on and so forth. This came to my attention from the Tennessean, from the Tennessean.com. The board approves new final exam policy. And this is really good because at my school we have like a whole thing where if you're not absent all the time, then you're going to be exempt from class. But this is what happens. This is what they say. According to new policy, if a student has at least a 93% average at the end of the year at the time of the exam, he or she may OPT out of taking the final. Here's the thing. In my school, if you fail class, if you got an A and 1 absence, you're exempt. B and 2 absences, same thing. C and 3 absences, same thing. If you want to check your attendance, you can go over to the ladies right there. I have a big relationship with that school. I've been there for like 5 years. We talked about bullying last week, but let's see. If we go back to the videos, so when we come back, we're going to look back at some videos that we haven't talked about. And maybe some might interest you. Just do it right there. Now, back in May, during the 4th episode, we focused on school lunches. The main reason is that why? Because there are many kids that pay fines for lunch. Like, if it's the last day of school, no, I don't know what to say. I don't remember anything. Mainly what I said was Donald Trump has the school lunch thing out. Mainly, I think maybe it's when people skip the school lunch because they had the same prep every week. I complain about that, but I complain about myself, but I don't have a problem with the same kind of every week. If I have like every Thursday is hot weights, that's not a problem. Hot weights every Thursday, no problem. That's the main reason why I didn't like school lunch, because the food is bad. Like, how nutritious is it? Like, here's the thing: if you package nicely in the box and you shipped it out to Africa, it would come back to you with vomit and the last grains of rice. That's like if you want to order like a chicken sandwich, chicken salad. Like, they don't even know it's chicken. Like there's your chicken sandwich. They don't even know it's chicken. Like, spray paint black because it's grilled. most schools have like a record. And since the thing of Hurricane Harvey, school lunches have been free. And this is what happened today. The record 73.3% of school lunches served in FY16 were free or reduced price. So this happened in my city back in Hurricane Harvey. School lunch for free or reduced down the prices. So ever since we have like disasters, I don't have a problem with that. It's just that the free lunch. Here's the thing: if you don't pay your lunch, you get yourself a cheese sandwich. What would you do with a cheese sandwich? What would you do with it? You don't want to eat it? As a matter of fact, many kids might complain about this, but if the parents would complain to the school board saying you serving them cheese sandwich because the cheese sandwiches because they didn't pay for their school lunches. It's up to the parents. The parents have to pay for their school lunches. Like my mom pays for my school lunches. My school lunch like every year. That reason is because I'm always on time with my school lunch. If I owe some stuff, I'm like, my mom is going to pay for my school lunch, and they're like, okay. So that's probably what this is all about. Free lunches because of hurricanes. I don't have a problem with that. Many people have been there for disasters. Like Port Aransas officials were hit by Hurricane Harvey, but my school, my old school, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know much in my school. I used to go to school there. I went to Falmouth High School. But what was I saying? Yeah. Free lunches. Port Aransas kids are going to follow up on like their enrichment schedule. That's fine, man. That's fine. I'm not going there anymore. I just graduated. But people out there. Alright. Coming up, a new topic we're going to talk about. Students who are parking in teacher spots. Jesus H. Christ. This is a problem that I've seen. But seriously, more back to school week on Give Me a Break when we return. Now, we're going to focus on a really touching issue that has many teachers like complaining. I agree with the teachers. Students parking in teachers' parking spots. Like if you see like a T on the parking spot, that means teacher. If you get like a permit from the school that says that it will allow you to park. That's okay. That's fine, but people decide they don't have any permits and they're just gonna like park whatever they want to. And they park at the library, so like the library's right there, and the school is the library's right there, and the library's across from here, the parking spot, and the school's right there. So you park in the library spot, your car will be towed. And many kids like having a problem, like, what? Man, my parents are mad at me. Well, damn, why are they gonna be mad? Because You don't park at the library spot. If you're going to go to the library, go to the library. If you're going to be at the school, you find a place to park or have your parents drive you to school. That way, this won't be good. That way, it won't be an issue. Tell you what, this happens. Parents will continue. Principals will The principals will complain to the parents, and then the parents will tell their students, like, I got a letter from the principal saying that you're parking in the library. They will tow your car. They will tow your car, and it's going to be your fault because you're not supposed to be parking in the library spot. That's happened at my school where you park in the library spot. If you park in the spot that says L, then you know what happens? They will tow your car. Now we move on to something a lot more dangerous. This is like things that happen in school, everywhere in school, and we're going to focus on that next. Now, back in May, we focused on three things: right in the halls, dress code, and then school fights. I told you this before, but the main reason why these fights happen in school is because someone posted on Facebook about calling their girlfriend that or something. No offense, but this is what I said. Like someone talk lip about their girlfriend and their boyfriend wants to fight them. Or if a friend is texting their girlfriend, hey, you texting my girlfriend, this and that. But maybe there's security out there that handles these fights. There are bystanders out there that they see this stuff, but they don't do anything. They're bystanders, like yesterday in the news. The schools, they're working to prevent school fights happening this year. The reason is that the reason why these fights happen, it's a Facebook comment or a YouTube comment. Every single school that you go to, there's a fight. And they're getting out their phones, they're filming and stuff. They post on YouTube or Facebook. Teacher comes pick it up, suspended. This really happened. Shirt pulling, hair pulling, this and that. It always happens, after school, during school, before school. It always happens. And this is what the school said to Channel 6. Channel 6, not Channel 6 from perspective. Channel 6 is different. From KCAN. They said, expanding mentoring programs close to high school campuses and lunches for freshman students and constantly monitoring and bringing social media posts are just two examples of work being done to maintain safe and secure campuses. That's the thing. They block websites like Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff because you're going to start fighting. Now, Chrissy Thomas said her son was one of the many students who had jumped in 2016. Various safety measures. Kids busted from school but wants more safety guidelines. There are cameras everywhere. That's not enough. Security. Security's there. I'm fine with cameras in schools. I don't mean filming schools. Security cameras. There's cameras every point. Every time you walk to school, there's a camera. You look at the camera okay, we're not going to trouble. We got cameras. Schools have cameras, security, police. Police are around if you're far from school. That's why, and this happened back when Peak News did a report about this. Like, this is an example. School fights back after referring to a dead transgender girl, boy as a girl. I feel bad for this. Probably the main reason the fight starts because of bullying. People pick on one another because they call them obese, stupid. This things like that can hurt people. And they're not standing up for themselves. They just want to take back and start fighting. Here's the thing, transgender. It doesn't matter. If you're a boy or a girl, it doesn't matter. I refer to you. A school has fought back after releasing a statement referring to a dead transgender boy as a female name. Wheeler Etherton has attended Wycombe High School, Hills Grammar School. Transgender teen took his own life last year after teachers at the school allegedly refused to refer him by his new name. They told him they will now respect his transition from 16, but I don't know when. In a statement released after his death, the school continued. This is what the school said. Old name was a wonderful person, and every day it was missed by us all. That's what they said. She said some local and national papers are reporting about the inquest of death of not this kind of fight, but still, there are kids. There's injuries out there. There, like if you fight, break it up. But still, if you want to fight, don't fight. In fact, I would recommend that. Excuse me. I would recommend that you guys see the movie Fist Fight. It's an ongoing experience for every single kid. Well, basically, it's a comedy, but it's an eye-opening experience for everyone to see what happens when you get in a fight. That movie is really an eye-opening experience. It was an eye-opening experience for me when I first saw it. Security are always there to stop it, during school hours, but if it's not during school hours, they have the right to stop it. Anyway, that's all we're going to talk about for this back to school week coming up. We're going to focus on let's just start off. Well, that's it for this back to school week. We'll continue tomorrow. We'll continue to look through this tomorrow, and then we'll get back to you with more topic. That's it for this back to school week. That's all the topics we're going to do. But tomorrow, we're going to go back to our regular schedule to focus on some topics that may help you and the whole Corpus Christi area in South Texas. We'll bring you up-to-date topics. We'll bring you some new topics. We'll bring you old topics. It doesn't matter what we'll do, but as long as we'll help you out, we will say, give me a break. Until next time, Fogluff, see you then. See you on YouTube. Until next time.